And Pickle, we officially can be heard now as we have been muted for quite some time. We have about 5 minutes to go here until kickoff. Let's start this pre-show off the right way. Give us your prediction here. 3 Rocketeers taking on the Cyclones.
I'm going to say 3 Rocketeers. I'm going to say we're going to take out the brooms tonight, and there's going to be a 3-0 sweep. It's going to be a tough get for the Cyclones. They will need to fire on all cylinders to absolutely be able to bring home not just 1 win, but even 2 wins tonight. They're going to need consecutive games of just perfection against this team.
Yeah, and touch a little bit more about the roster changes on the Cyclones. We saw this happen. We saw a lot of this happen all at once. Brand new look as we see not only the new signing but a sub as well.
Yeah, you look at the Cyclones and the changes that they've gone through over the last couple of weeks. I mean, they formerly had Kachow and Zavri. Kachow gets traded to the Speed Demons in exchange for Scraps. Scraps gets dropped. Butcher gets dropped by the Spectres. Night Leaper reaches out to Butcher, picks him up. Zavri can't make it tonight. They're able to pull in Robbie Riddlehoove. You're looking at 2 guys coming onto this team for this match that realistically could gel very well together and put on a very nice frontal performance.
No doubt about it, and there's going to be a crazy amount of pressure, not only on Night Leaper with these changes, but on the opposite side of the field to try and pull away in the calculated division with the defending MVP Slurpee Snail.
Absolutely, and I think that, Slurpee Snail is going to be making a significant push for that repeat MVP performance in this season. And you look at this team that he's built behind him. He has key components that are able to challenge just about anybody else in the league as they go into each match.
Yeah, and there's so much riding on this match. I mean, you don't think, as far as the records show, that it could be a difference maker in the calculated division. But, Cyclones, we got some wins here. This could really shake things up in the latter portions, as we also have a match Saturday for the calculated division that indirectly does affect these 3 Rocketeer team and, honestly, the Cyclones as well.
Yeah, and I think that match that we're looking towards on Saturday is going to be a, fantastic matchup, between the Hammerheads and the Rangers there. You're looking at 2 teams that are really going to be able to bang it together as they go head to head.
Yeah, it is going to be so much fun. Do not forget to tune in, ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Hammerheads taking on the Rangers, as we have one more match here tonight. This is the final match of the night, as we are waiting for players to hit the lobby here with 3 minutes left in this clock ticking down here in the pre-show. We mentioned that the 3 Rocketeers were predicted by my good friend Pickle here to get the brooms out. I want everybody to give us your predictions as well in the Twitch chat. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. Wager those points. Save them up. More spicy things are coming, Pickle.
Absolutely. We're going to have some hot Rocket League action coming at you live from the QRLS very soon here. And these 2 teams, they are definitely something to see as they hit the field.
Without a question about it. So much fun, so much riding on this match. The standings are getting so close here, Pickle, especially after that last match.
Oh my goodness buckets. It's getting stressful out there. I will say this. Even from a different division standpoint, you're looking at it, right? Just how close everything is between, a couple of these divisions now, because now Clarity's moving up the ranks. You have the opportunity for Astro to be overtaken, and it's just the playoff implications in the coming weeks are going to be huge.
And it is going to be a good one. I love the pressure of playoff time. I love the suspense and the long mental capacity of everything that this league has to offer. And, there's just so much that could switch up, and last season was a good example of that, Pickle.
Oh, absolutely. You look at last season, right, with the Kings. The Kings are going through it. They're not looking so hot with the win-loss record, and they're able to make the acquisitions needed to turn the season around one time, and then you come into this season, and here they are trying to do it again, trying to overtake the Spectres and the Speed Demons in the standings there as well. So when you talk about playoff sports and you talk about the impact that the pressure has on teams, it's going to be what teams can show up and hold it together in the games that mean it the most, and they are the ones that are going to come out on top.
Yeah, and that's honestly such a great point. That mental capacity that just takes teams to that next level, unprecedented, especially in a league as competitive as this one. Pickle, this is going to be such a fun match. I mean, we talked a little bit in the first match about MVP races. Give me your thoughts here on Slurpy Snail and his potential of being the first player to ever go to MVP awards.
You're looking at Slurpy Snail and his ability as an all-around player. I mean, when he's coming off the defensive end, you know that you have a solid goalie in net. When he is looking for the offensive push, again, he is just this stellar performance that you just need out of your captain going through. And honestly, it would not surprise me if at the end of the season, Slurpy Snail was able to come down with the season MVP for back-to-back seasons buckets.
Yeah, he would be the first player to ever do so. In 4 seasons, we've had 4 different league MVPs in the QRLS, and it is going to be very exciting to see how this fares in that race. Give us a couple more names here as we are waiting for players to hit this lobby, as we are just about a minute over time. However, we still have no players in the lobby yet. Give us your thoughts here on potential candidates in the MVP race, other than Slurpy Snail.
Oh, wow. You look at all the players that we have in this league, and we got some phenomenal ones. But I know that, recently, with the acquisitions made in that huge explosive performance that Blubbernut had 2 weeks ago, I would say that he is a candidate. You're looking at Strive. You're looking at Throttle Dog. Alex just put on a banger of a game today, right? So you're looking at guys that really could do it. And I know K1 Killer is still in the race too. He is definitely trying to make his push and name known for MVP this season.
Yeah, there's a lot of depth if you want to really get down and deep into the stats and standings so far, as to who may or may not be considered, and that's especially what makes the All-Star race fun as well. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a ton of fun stuff coming. All-Star Week is week 11, approximately 4 weeks away here, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to be a blast. We have all sorts of events to occur, including the All-Star game, which is now a tournament with the calculated division getting a bye as they have never been beaten in an All-Star event, Pickle.
Wow, that is no small feat to scoff at, because when you're talking about QRLS, All-Stars, you were talking about some guys who put dedicated time into the game. They are, by all measures, experts at their craft. And you're looking at some stiff competition this season, I will say. I mean, the people that we're going to have in this All-Star event this year, I mean, I don't think we've ever had more grand champs in the league.
Without a doubt about it, the skill gap in the ceiling here in the QRLS is growing like crazy. 3 Rocketeers, Cyclones, underway here as we officially have a face-off, game number 1 of 3 games here in this series. Pass there, Night Leaper looking for the shot, doesn't quite get the angle he wants. Lemur Arms gets the miss, however, in front of the net. Butcher, beautiful demo by Slurpy Snail to stop the pressure early.
Wow, what a nice demo coming out. And then you're looking at Wanted Toast here coming up the wall. Great pinch, 50 going back the other way.
Slurpy Snail doesn't get the touch. Robbie, backhand, and they score!
Wow, Cyclones come out with an early goal 25 seconds into the match. Robbie showing his ability to beat on the aerial past Slurpy, putting it in the net. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Absolutely. Cyclones take a 1-goal lead here early. Just about 25 seconds into this game, they see a 1-goal lead. Butcher now up in the air, looking for something spicy at the mid. Whoa, double commit there by the 3 Rocketeers as Robbie gets to clear, and Slurpy Snail back the other way, looking to start some offense here from the 3 Rocketeers.
You know, and I think that once the three Rocketeers are able to get this going, and, you know, those are... Oh, what a goal by Wanted Toast going up on the waterfall.
What an insane read by Toast. He puts it up there himself. No real great defensive position as he just parts the seas there on the defense.
Oh, man, and, you know, you got to think, that's a tough one to read, too. When it's waterfalling off the wall, oftentimes you think that it's going to get kicked back out. You're not really expecting that roll down.
Wanted Toast looks for the 50, gets it on Night Leaper. Great touch there as we see this one bounce. Butcher trying to get something going. Robbie pushes into the corner. Great pressure so far by the three Rocketeers after that early goal that they gave up, and another score by Toast.
Wow, great positioning by Toast on the midfield. Amazing strike, good speed on the hit. Puts it right past Butcher. You know, nobody was saving that one right there. That was excellent placement.
I want to point out Night Leaper getting bumped right there in the net. He was up trying to get that clear, but Lemur Arms got the bump and just got him out of the way there. Great touch there by Lemur, and we see now Slurpy Snail tries to put one on, misses wide.
Ooh, that's a close one by Slurpy Snail. You know, and you got to think that, you know, Cyclones are looking to turn this around already, going back down the field, trying to get this goal to bring it back to a 2-2.
Butcher looking for the air dribble, doesn't get it by Slurpee as we see Robbie off that corner trying to get something going. Night Leaper pushes in. This one might be on. No, hits near side.
That was a nice attempt by Night Leaper coming in and challenging Wanted right in the open field there, pushing it into the offensive zone.
Leaper trying to get the pass, doesn't quite get it, but gets the 50. This one's a floater up in the air. Slurpee Snail does a great job to corral it in his defensive zone. Can't get the 50 there as Night Leaper as Lemur Arms pushes into the offensive zone, look for the pass. Robbie gets the clear. Back and forth action here as the three Rocketeers lead by 1. Ticking down, 3 minutes to go, Pickle.
That's a good back pass coming down to the midfield. Nice shot on by Lemur. Oh, just too high on the post.
Robbie tried to put one on. Slurpee Snail intercepted before we got an official shot on goal. We see the catch by Slurpee at the corner. Now we're trying to get something going with no boost, but instead he tries to get the pass. Butcher now up there, trying to get the clear. Doesn't quite get there as we see more pressure coming from the three Rocketeers.
You know, and this is where the three Rocketeers really put it to you. Their offensive pressure and ability to keep it in your zone, it just defeats you as the game persists.
2:20 to go, 1 goal game here. Three Rocketeers lead by 1 over the Cyclones. This is a calculated division match, and this has big implications if the Cyclones can't pick up some wins here towards their hopes of not being eliminated from the playoff contention. Robbie gets the touch there in his own corner. Slurpee Snail up to Lemur Arms. Lemur misses wide.
Oh man, and that's a close one. You know, but here comes Wanted Toast back around the rim. Ooh, just a good clear right there by the Cyclones.
Butcher now trying to get the offense going. Looks for the 50. Wanted Toast does not let him have it as we see a beautiful demo by Lemur Arms. Slurpee puts it towards the net. Looks for the redirect. Nobody home as Butcher gets the clear.
That's a good out coming down the field by Butcher. You know, and then you're looking at Night Leaper coming in, but they're going to get this offensive pushback going the other way.
Beautiful demo by Leaper to stop Wanted Toast's dribble there on the ground. Slurpee Snail doesn't get the touch he wants. Lemur puts one on net, hits the top post.
That's another close one by Lemur. You know, those posts, they are everybody's worst enemy.
1:06 to go. Cyclones trail by 1 here. Pass! What a play! Slurpee Snail puts it in.
And there's a goal for Slurpee Snail. I said I'd do it for him. A slurp in the chat.
Big slurp for the Snail. This puts him at 23 on the season. He was tied for the goal lead going in to this matchup, and this should keep him towards the top after that one. 60 seconds left. 3 Rocketeers trying to seal this one away in game number 1. Lemur puts one on. Great clear by Butcher.
Fantastic clear, but the offensive pressure is not gone yet as they are still coming through. Nice push out by Butcher.
Butcher looking for the pass. Nobody there to follow. Looks for the demo. Doesn't get it. Night Leaper with the big clear to stop the flick by Slurpee Snail.
No, that was good positioning for him to go up and get. Oh my goodness, and Slurpee Snail with another one, sending it home. 4-1, 3 Rocketeers.
Yeah, and Night Leaper there just got too far in front. Didn't challenge the ball early enough there, it looked like, and you see Slurpy Snail put that one in behind him. 3-goal lead by the 3 Rocketeers, and this one looks all but over with 30 seconds to go.
It certainly does, Buckets, you know, and I think that, you know, it's gonna be a tough going forward for the Cyclones here, but not to say that their effort hasn't been valiant in this game 1.
See now Robbie tried to get the clear, nobody home. Leaper can't get the clear off that back wall. Butcher looking for one as well. Slurpy Snail wanted the hat trick and instead gets the assist.
Oh, and Lemur just there to send it again. A dagger in the heart of the Cyclones. You know, that's great positioning by Lemur on to put that one home.
No question about it. 6 seconds to go. Cyclones will drop game number 1 to the 3 Rocketeers, and this one is going to be very interesting going into game number 2 here, Pickle.
It certainly is. You know, I think the Cyclones certainly have their work cut out for them in this one. You know, it's this matchup against the 3 Rocketeers. Like these guys are lethal. They're fast. They're stifling. They just make you feel like you are just locked in defensively the whole time.
No question about it. And, you know, there is a ton of offense here from the 3 Rocketeers, but on the Cyclone side, the only shot on goal was the one we saw Robbie get early on in this game. How do the Cyclones get more pressure?
I think that's got to come from the rotations between all 3 of them. You know, you're looking at the defensive efforts. One of the goals that was scored by the 3 Rocketeers came off of a fantastic bump by Lemur, pushing Night Leaper out of the way, leaving Butcher too wide. You know, and that's nothing to say about their rotations, but you know, some of this defensive pressure that they are facing, they need to get that rotation out offensively to avoid the ball coming in through the midfield.
Yeah, great point here. We will see if the Cyclones can pick it back up in game number 2, or if the 3 Rocketeers are going to try and set themselves up with the broom closet and try to get the sweeps here. We have game number 2. Players are on the field. It is a 3 Rocketeers game 1 win to give them a series lead here. We will see Night Leaper and we will see Lemur on the face-off here. This is going to be a good one, Pickle. Game number 2 underway.
Here it goes with the face-off. Robbie coming in quick with the shot. Nice save by Slurpy Snail.
We almost saw Robbie score early again here in game number 2 this time. Instead now, we see a redirect. Robbie, that one is going to barely miss wide.
Oh, Robbie looks like he is hungry for these goals. He's pushing the effort the way that he needs to right now.
And Butcher recorrals this thing. And a double commit there. We see now, oh, a big bounce off the back wall. Lemur's there, but doesn't quite get the shot on. Instead puts it in the corner.
Oh, and there's a nice shot on by Slurpy with a great clear by Butcher.
4:22 to go. Leaper doesn't quite get the touch there, but great challenge there as we see him try to get that aerial going. Slurpy, nobody home as we see him get his 3rd for the night.
Give this man another slurp in chat next time you talk to him. Here he goes, putting on a clinic tonight, showing why he is lead MVP candidate.
Defending league MVP of season 4. Season 4, and we will see if he can go back-to-back here in season 5 as Lemur off the ceiling, nobody home, bounce, Slurpy Snail up in the air, doesn't quite get the touch he wants. Leaper gets the clear. Butcher looking for the redirect, gets it, but what a challenge!
That's a fantastic challenge. I'm pretty certain that if that wasn't there, that'd be a goal looking for Cyclones.
No doubt about it. We are just about 4 minutes to go in this game. This is a lazy floater towards the net. Slurpy Snail can't get the shot on he wants. Robbie doesn't get the clear over Lemur. And what a shot by Wanted Toast!
There comes another dagger to the heart of this Cyclones defense. You know, there looked like there was a little confusion there, but Wanted Toast was able to just put it right past him.
3:42 to go. It's only a 2-goal game here, Pickle. Anything can happen with this much time on the clock. 2-goal deficit is not impossible to come back from. We've seen it time in and time out in this league. Butcher gets this thing up in the air, fakes the air dribble! Wow!
That wasn't just one fake, Buckets. That was 2 fakes in one motion. You're looking at this. Wanted. Oh, he backflipped. He did a diagonal backflip But what a play by Butcher to get that in there.
Wanted Toast, I mean, was in the right mindset to think this thing was going up, but Butcher just lets it drop. What a great, field awareness there by Butcher to put this thing in, and the Cyclones put themselves back in contention. Double tap, no!
Oh, but here comes Night Leaper with the shot. The captain scores!
What a shot by Leaper! We have a tie game here. The Cyclones have momentum.
Wow, what a turn as we're talking about it not being impossible to come back from a 2-0 deficit. The Cyclones have delivered.
Just over 20 seconds it took from my statement to them tying this game. And now Butcher, patient as ever, tries to carry this thing in, but we see Slurpy Snail now take charge himself. Puts one on, you can't stop it.
You can't stop the Snail. You know, typically you would think Snails are pretty slow, but Slurpy comes in with a speed that is undeniably too quick for this Cyclones defense.
We've said it before and we'll say it again here, Pickle. That is Snail speed at its finest here in the QRLS. 3-2 here. Slurpy Snail says, you can have your 2 goals back, but we are keeping that lead.
Absolutely. You know, and as the saying goes, right? What is it? The tortoise and the hare, right? Going slow, the slow pace takes the race. So you got to think a Snail looking pretty good on that redirect. Oh, and a banger for the hat trick.
That was an unfortunate turn of events there. 2 Cyclones in the vicinity. It just seemed to get by both of them as they just couldn't quite get the touch. Threads the needle, hat trick for Slurpy Snail.
That is on the other end of that when you're looking at the Cyclones, oftentimes defeating in the heart of the player. You do a great job getting the 2-goal comeback. You drop 2 more. It starts to feel impossible to come back.
Already, though, the Cyclones look much better offensively than they did in Game 1. Those 2 back-to-back goals, they're really starting to pick it up. Butcher looks for the flick, gets one, tried to get the 50 on Lemur, just couldn't quite get high enough.
And that is very true, Buckets. They do look a lot better in this game. It almost feels as though they're starting to feel each other out a little bit more and developing that offensive generation that they need.
We see a touch by Butcher. This one's on net, save there by Slurpy Snail. Leaper tries to get the 50, doesn't get it by Slurpy, as Leaper looking for the... Slurpy Snail now tries to get the pass. Lemur not there to get the shot. Great pass by Butcher all the way across the field. Leaper's there to try and chase. Robbie can't quite get the clear he wants in the offensive zone. Corral here with 2 minutes to go. Pickle, 2-goal game.
And we got Slurpy up with another one. 4 goals for this man. Right now in this game alone, he is putting on a clinic right now.
Absolutely an insane showing by Slurpy Snail. This is going to be huge for their season in terms of the calculated division if they can keep this lead and win this series after game number 2 especially.
Oh, a great demo by Butcher on Slurpy. This could have some goal implications.
Night Leaper's there, can't get the save. Lemur arm squeezes it in, and that is a 4-goal deficit.
Ooh, not the goal implications I was expecting, I will be honest, Buckets. It ended up going back the other way.
No question about it. 1:43 to go. 3 Rocketeers running away with this thing, albeit despite the Cyclones' efforts. We see now Wanted Toast up in the air, off the ceiling to Slurpy Snail. Nobody home. Butcher. Robbie now puts this one towards the net, near post. 1:30 ticking down. Lemur arms now. This one's going to miss a little wide. Leaper's right there. Doesn't get the clear off the bounce. We see now back and forth volley here. No clear advantage in terms of the current state of the game. However, big blowout here so far by the 3 Rocketeers. Pickle.
Yeah, absolutely. And, unfortunately, as far as it looks for the Cyclones here, I'm starting to think that this one might be wrapped up. Not to say that I wouldn't love to see them get another goal for the road here before the game ends.
Absolutely. Still one more game to go here, too, ladies and gentlemen. And what a touch by Butcher, trying to get the redirect. Leaper pushes it in, keeps it in the offensive zone here for the time being. And we will see if Butcher can't carry this thing into the offensive zone. Robbie looks for the pass, nobody home.
Yeah, you gotta hope with this offensive push they're able to turn this back around and send it the other way. They need some momentum to go into this 3rd game. A huge goal here at the end. Oh, and another goal by Slurpy Snail. 5 goals for him in this match alone. and I think he had 2 in the last one buckets.
Yeah, stuffing the stat sheet here is Slurpy Snail, doing a great job of just getting this thing as far away from possible as he can from Cyclones. Face-off win there by Lemur Arms. Robbie looks for the clear in the offensive zone, gets it. 25 seconds to go. Cyclones just looking to save face here. Butcher off the back wall. Pass. Nobody home. Slurpy Snail with the clear. Time ticking down here. Pickle, give me some early analysis here before this game ends. What has to go different?
You know, I think there's a few things that need to, but the Cyclones found some of that difference toward the beginning of this game on that offensive push for the comeback. I think that their rotations were looking good toward the beginning of that game, but as it progressed and as the deficit grew, it just seemingly fell apart. They need to pull it back together, get back to that rotation advantage, pushing through on the outside walls and getting that offensive dedication.
Yeah, you know, it is a heartbreaking thing not only to get a big loss like that, but to come back seemingly and then have it slip away once again. There is still one more game to go here. Your prediction was sweep. Are we going to see the Brooms, Pickle?
You know something, Buckets? I think we are. And I mean, you're looking at the performance coming from Slurpy Snail with these goals in this offensive end. You know, I know in the last matchup we just saw Alex put, what was it, 9 goals on the board? I'm looking at Slurpy Snail right now, already standing with 7 goals, thinking he may well get another hat trick and push 10.
Yeah, you know, there's just a lot of shots, a lot of goals by Slurpy so far. We saw it by Alex earlier in the night. Gonna see how this fares out, see who the goal leader will be this week, if Slurpy Snail's paying any attention to that. Do you think it's on his mind?
I'm not sure that so much being the goal leader is on his mind, or even the MVP at this point. We still have a few weeks left to go, and like we talked about earlier, there are plenty of candidates that could very well take that MVP spot as well. I think he's just playing game to game, looking for the playoffs.
Great analysis there. Game number 3 underway. Will the Cyclones prevent getting swept, or will we see the 3 Rocketeers get the sweep here? We have kickoff at 4:53 to go. Pass. What a clear there by Robbie early on.
That was a great clear. That was looking close for Wanted to come in and get that touch to seal it away, but Robbie with the positioning pushes it back to the other end.
Yeah, and if the 3 Rocketeers get the sweep tonight, that will give them sole possession of the most sweeps by a single franchise in league history. They are looking for their 17th sweep all time, which would lead the league in all accounts. They are currently tied for the lead with the Hammerheads at 16 all time here, Pickle.
That gives them the absolute lead for most sweeps all time, really. And now that's an interesting stat, because that's something that I would have thought you would have had, Buckets.
You know, those Hammerheads teams that I led still sticking strong. However, Billy Bob has the keys now, and they play Saturday night. We'll see if he can't even this thing up or take the lead himself, depending on the result of this game. Shots on! Lemur Arms gets the save.
Nice save by Lemur Arms, rotating back to make sure that that doesn't go into the net. But here we got Butcher on the push through the corner. Again, Lemur Arms stuffing it away.
Robbie looking for the pass. What a stop there in the corner. A scrum bully ball here in Rocket League QRLS.
Oh, and a good 50 up in the air by Butcher coming down against Wanted Toast. Lemur with the banger, looking like it might go. And a great shot for Lemur Arms.
Yeah, the friendly roll there. We almost saw Robbie get there. Didn't get the touch, but just the friendly bounce off the post. Sees Lemur score this one, break the ice. Pretty late in this one compared to the other games here, Pickle.
You know, I think that you're looking at the Cyclones. They were trying to put as much offensive pressure against the 3 Rocketeers there as they could to try to bring one home, and the miscalculation in the forward approach left the net open on the back end, opening that up for Lemur to just send it.
Leaper pushes into the offensive zone. Wanted Toast doesn't get the touch he wants. Leaper trying to get the clear into the pass into the corner. Now we see one roller up the wall. Nobody there. Leaper trying to follow up again. We see now Slurpy Snail clear into the offensive zone, into the corner. Robbie's there to corral this thing. Watch it bounce. Get the clear. Great job kissing this thing up. Wanted Toast redirect. However, Night Leaper's right there, trying to get this thing off the corner. Nobody home. Shots on. Butcher with the save.
That was a great save by Butcher, putting it off to the side, making sure that it didn't stay in the midfield. And here we go. The same goal on the other side of the net. Night Leaper scores.
What a 50 by Night Leaper. What a long ball. That thing, friendly bounce as well on the other side, just like you mentioned here, Pickle.
Wow. You know, it's a 50-50, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, right? You're looking at this 1-1 approach. The Cyclones are looking like maybe they might be able to pull out a 1-goal win here.
You see with 2:23 remaining, just over halfway in this game, it is all the more so possible after that one, but what a shot by Wanted Toast!
Wanted Toast again, just coming in when it's the worst timing for the Cyclones to send it home. And all three of them were there too! Oh, put it past them all.
Nothing the Cyclones could have done any differently there. Bully ball by Wanted Toast. Great job. Butcher on the cheat. Tries to get the 50, but Slurpee reads it too well. And we see now he puts one on and puts it in himself.
Slurpee Snail, there he goes, doing what he does best. Breaking hearts and cashing checks.
And it looked like a double commit there on the cheat up by the Cyclones. Not sure who was the back man. However, it caused them the goal on the back end. 3-1 by the Three Rocketeers as the brooms are starting to peak here, Pickle.
I think I'm seeing some dust collecting in the corner at this point. We're looking at a possible sweep coming out here. 3-1 with 2 minutes to go. That's going to be a tough road back for the Cyclones.
Robbie tried to get the shot on the pass by Night Leaper. Nobody home. Butcher can't get the clear. Robbie into the offensive zone. This one has a chance off the 50. Robbie couldn't get the 50 he wanted, but valiant effort nonetheless at the mid. Lemur arms. The net's wide open, but a miscommunication as the Three Rocketeers save it on themselves.
Oh, and there's Slurpee Snail to send it home again. The crossbar acting as their best friend right there, stopping Wanted Toast. But Slurpee again, just too quick to stop.
An absolute dominant performance by Slurpee Snail and the Three Rocketeers. This has the potential to be the 17th sweep in Three Rocketeers franchise history, which will put them in #1 sole possession of all franchises in league history. And Slurpee Snail has so many hats tonight.
And there it is, Buckets. I had a feeling he was getting one more. That's his 10th goal on the night. I think his 3rd hat trick tonight. Just an immaculate performance from this man.
Absolutely dominant is Slurpee Snail tonight. And with 1:16 to go, Cyclones just hoping to save face here. They've been starting the games so well here, Pickle, and they just can't seem to finish them.
You know, and you gotta wonder if it's a process of just feeling. Oh, and there's a shot cut off at midfield. Robbie scores again.
Yeah, you know, Robbie, this is the second time we've seen Robbie specifically get that back end goal. Big read there by the sub. We'll see. You know, this is just draft stock at this point for him.
Right, you know, because you know he's looking forward to next season at this point, having been dropped by the Kings. So you got to think he's trying to show what he can do now, so people are looking at him later.
Wanted Toast misses wide as he hits that top quadrant of the post. And we see now Robbie tries to get another clear. Lemur arms. This one is towards the goal path. Slurpee Snail wanted #4 in game #3, but instead we see him miss a little wide. 30 seconds to go here, Pickle. And we will see another sweep here by the Three Rocketeers. They're 17th in league history. Big bump by Butcher. Robbie puts this one towards the net. The Cyclones are not giving up.
No, they are not, and you got to hand it to them for staying in this, staying dedicated, and trying to show that they can still score another one.
50 there by Night Leaper, keeps it in the offensive zone. Robbie gets the 50 now. This one a little less clear as we see clock ticking down. Eggs on the scoreboard, and we see the Three Rocketeers get the brooms here to improve to 16 wins on the season.
Wow. Wow, what a performance from the three Rocketeers tonight, coming out and just absolutely dominating the Cyclones.
Pickle, this has been a night of wonders. Great showings across all fronts. Thank you so much for joining me. Give us your take on what we might have to expect on Saturday night.
Oh man, Saturday night is going to be an absolute blast, I will say. You're looking at the Rangers, you're looking at the Hammerheads. Throttle Dog versus Billy Bob. You're looking at two teams colliding, two juggernauts just absolutely ready to eat each other alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, that stream will be Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not miss it. It is going to be a battle of juggernauts, as Golden Pickle mentioned. Thank you for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen. I am Little Bucket 59, a.k.a. the Commissioner of the QRLS. Golden Pickle joined me in the booth tonight. Did a fantastic job on an analytic and on an excitement standpoint. And without further ado, keep it quick.